Alright, so got some stuff for the channel today that I don't have set up yet. I'm aware I haven't done a video yet today. I'm now watching Montreal and the Rangers. I watched St. Louis and Minnesota and I felt bad because I'm buying a Minnesota Wild jersey. But, yeah, income tax money came in today. So what I did was I went on to eBay and went nuts. I decided that's fine. I went to Full Moon Jerseys. I verified that you get combined shipping. So if you're getting one item at a certain shipping price, you'll get the second one at, it's about half the shipping price for the second, and every consecutive jersey you get after that. Very cool. Very cool. So that convinced me that dealing with them is a really good idea. I have ordered, let me take a look. I'm really impressed. Like I said, it's tax time, and YouTube money still hasn't gone into my account yet. So I ordered the Boston Bruins third jersey from a few years ago where the logo is on the front and the B's are on the sleeves. The white Minnesota Wild jersey. I ordered a St. Louis Blues jersey with Oshie on the back. I was fighting for it with somebody in the last minute that it was on, and I lost the bid. I ordered a yellow Nashville Predators, because you got to throw an ugly one in there, with Shea Weber on the back of it. And I ordered, and I actually got this one right away through bidding on it, which is the burgundy Arizona Coyotes jersey. So their current jersey, basically. And what's funny is that when you're buying them through Full Moon Jerseys, you're not getting the current jerseys, obviously, right? That's why they're able to sell them for cheap, because they get them through various retailers, I guess. Okay, this team's changed its jersey. We haven't been able to sell the old ones. They go to Full Moon Jerseys for a discount, and then they sell them from there. Most of the jerseys I got, there's just cosmetic differences between the ones I've ordered and the current jerseys. Or in the case of like Boston's third jersey, they don't use that one anymore. They use the Winter Classic. I am so happy I ordered that. That third jersey is one of those ones that would haunt me if I didn't order it. So, and I also ordered the Vancouver Canucks with the V's on the shoulders, the black one. So, done. All of the Vancouver purchases I could make are done. All of the Boston purchases I could make are done. Like, right now I'm very, very happy. And for anybody who's wondering, well, what else did you do? I got an easel. So this is for my whiteboard. I'm going to set this up in the room. And I got this as well as a trifold. This is a trifold backdrop, which I intend to do some stuff with and have some fun with that. So that's to kind of give it more of the appearance of a set. Of course, I have the new microphone that arrived yesterday. So I feel pretty good right now. But let's talk about Minnesota for a second, shall we? The Wild fell behind early. Had to fight their way back to get it to overtime. They also lost Eric Staal on a scary, scary incident. I had considered doing a video when I saw that incident, but it was obviously a mistake by Allen. Jake Allen didn't mean to trip Staal and send him headfirst into the boards. I heard a lot of booing from Minnesota, the Minnesota crowd, when they saw it on the replay. It wasn't an intentional move. In slow motion, it looks bad. But at full speed, it's one of those things. Staal's going full speed at the net. Allen's trying to adjust where he is versus where the puck is. And Staal paid the price. And I wish Staal a speedy recovery. It was obvious he was concussed. The way his hands were shaking, he didn't look alert. So yeah, there's no doubt in my mind that he was concussed. They took him to the hospital, which was no surprise to anybody who saw that hit. That's one of those scary ones. That's the kind of thing that happens at full speed. And unlike some of the other hits and things that I've shown in videos earlier this season, you can't prevent that. That's one of those things that just happens. It's a fast game. There's a lot of At this time of year, there's a lot of intense plays you'll see happen, and that's just one of those ones. So, again, hopefully Stahl's fine. It's sad that Minnesota's out. So I got a Minnesota jersey today. I bought one, but I didn't jinx them because I bought a St. Louis one too. So no jinxing going on there. I didn't buy a Montreal one, so with them against the Rangers right now, it's 2-1 Rangers. Montreal's a power play for the next 15 seconds. And it's a fun game. But I went out today because I had to get this stuff this weekend. Tomorrow, Yvonne's got church, and so we had to do this today. It's tough to find time with so many good hockey games going on, and of course, while we were in Sport Check, I got Yvonne shoes. I didn't get myself any jerseys. Points out to me this morning like her shoes are falling off her feet, and I'm like, wait, no. No woman of mine is gonna have shoes falling off her feet. So yeah, I fixed that. Got her nice shoes too, cute little shoes for her. But yeah, so while we were in the or in Sport Check, I'm fighting it out with the guy or guys on the jerseys. I'm still pissed that I lost that other jersey. But there are still ones on full moon jerseys that I'm interested in. So I got a response right away from the admin in charge of the account. I would assume it's not just one person that answers questions. I'd assume there's a number of admins. So again, I can highly recommend full moon jerseys. They're good to deal with. They have, I think, 12,000 positive reviews and about 26 negative ones. And I think some of the negative ones are people who order jerseys, and when they get them, they're like, this is a fake. They're not getting authentics. They're getting what they call the premier jerseys, the semi-pro. So they just don't know what they're ordering, is what my guess is. Because I can't see why somebody with an account that's got so much going on, why they would bother to sell fakes. So I ignored that for the most part. But yeah, there's some good hockey going on, and I think the way that the Minnesota St. Louis series turned out, it was a lot closer than the Blues winning in 5 makes it look. Devin Dubnyk, it was shown, had a historically low goals against average for any goaltender who'd lost 3 out of 4 games. He had a 1.42 goals against average going into today's game from the previous 4. So Dubnyk was absolutely not the problem. Previous playoffs, Dubnyk's had iffy to poor numbers. This year, not the case. He was fantastic. So, it's rough seeing that happen to him, and I don't know. Minnesota again. What do you do? They pointed out today too that with Chicago, Columbus, and St. Louis out, that's 3 of the 5 top teams in the NHL are out in the first round. The only 2 left out of the top 5 in the NHL, Pittsburgh and Washington. So in the Final 4, there's only going to be 1 of the top 5 teams in the league. It's good for those of us who enjoy seeing underdogs win. It's bad for teams to have gone through all this, played 82 games, and in the end it doesn't matter. It just makes it look like as long as you make the playoffs, that's really all that matters. And it's got to be frustrating. God, Martine Gaillard, I love her, but I don't know who told her that yellow and yellow was a good idea today. That's just not going to work. She's just showing footage of the St. Louis-Minnesota game today, which was a good game. Again, Minnesota deserved a better fate. Whether they deserve to win the series or not is totally debatable. But they deserved a better fate than being out in 5. Being out in 5 makes it look like you choked, you played poorly, you were blown out of the building. They were not blown out of the building. They didn't play poorly, and I don't consider Minnesota to have choked. Going into the playoffs, I had a feeling that St. Louis was going to win. It's funny, I look at the board. I called Pittsburgh. I called St. Louis. I called the Ducks. I did not call Nashville. And there's some series that are not going the way that I called them. If Ottawa finishes off Boston, for instance, I really wish I had taken Ottawa in that series. If the Oilers finish off San Jose, then that went the way that I said it was going to. Pretty sure I took Edmonton. I took the Rangers and I took the Capitals. So we'll see. It's funny because it's not that long ago I had a lot of people making comments and videos like, "Oh, you were wrong. Look how wrong you were." It's the playoffs, and until you win that fourth game, like I am not going to say, "Oh, I got it with the Rangers," because there's a period left and the Rangers can still screw this up. Zuccarello showed up though, which is good news for Rangers fans. They needed to see some offense get going, but I guess we'll see. It was nice for St. Louis fans too to see Stastny get off the snide, to see him score, and Tarasenko as well. So if the big guns can get going for St. Louis, they absolutely can knock off Nashville. And how crazy is that? We've already got our first second round matchup now. It's the Blues and the Predators. So all year I discussed how Minnesota, Chicago, they're fighting it out, and when they meet in that second round, they're both out in the first round. They're both done. So St. Louis and Nashville. Kind of fantastic if you're a St. Louis fan, because the St. Louis Blues organization hasn't had a history of winning big series. So the fact that they beat Chicago last year and this year they beat Minnesota, now they have to get past that second round again and they have to show that they're actually really contending. And for people like myself who said, well, to get rid of Shattenkirk, this is, what a screw up. Apparently not. I only got that one 100% wrong. That's just how these things work. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through, because between the new microphone, the easel, the trifold that I've got here, I consider this to be the start of Season 2 for the Hockey Guy. So, welcome. And this is fun. And I ordered another one of these mics for my son today, because he likes the look of it, and I wanted to make sure that it was a good microphone before ordering him one, but I ordered him one today. So, and I ordered a bunch of other stuff too for everybody else in the house. So for anybody who watches this going, man, all he does is buy stuff for himself. No, I spent hundreds today on everybody else too. Tax time's a fun time of year. And with Yvonne doing my taxes, I got twice as much money back as I've ever had in my life. So yeah, I'm going to take her out and spoil her today. I'm definitely going to, I did, and I will, and it was fun. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about today's game. Again, if you're a Wild fan, I'm sorry. That was rough. That was hard to watch. The Wild deserved a better fate. So did the Blackhawks. But let me know what you think, and I will be talking to you all again very soon. I'm hoping to have the trifold and the easel set up and figure out a way to make this all work in this cramped room. But I'll figure it out. I even got more Funko Pops, even though I have nowhere to put them. But I saw Rick and Morty ones that I didn't even know were out, and I was like, I must have this, because I just have to have them. So that's just the way it works. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you all again soon.